Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. President William Samoei Ruto has been invited officially for a state visit to White House. Together with Mama Rachel, they are going to be hosted by the US President Joe Biden and US First Lady Jill Biden. In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to reveal to you why President William Samoei Ruto might be forced to carry along with him the President of the Judiciary, Chief Justice Martha Koome, because some of the weighty issues that they are going to discuss touch and are affected directly by the Kenyan judiciary. And I will also reveal to you why this sweet invitation might also be a summon so that William Ruto can explain a few things to the bigger brother. Because you know, when America coughs, all the other countries catch cold, especially when you are their puppet. I've always indicated in this channel that William Ruto is just a conduit, but we are being ruled from White House. But first, ladies and gentlemen, let us read a statement from a press secretary of the US, Karine Jean-Pierre, on the state visit of President Ruto and First Lady Rachel Ruto. This is what they have revealed. They're saying President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will host President William Ruto and First Lady Rachel Ruto of the Republic of Kenya for a state visit to the United States on May 23rd, 2024. The upcoming visit will mark the 60th anniversary of US-Kenya diplomatic relations and will celebrate a partnership that is delivering for the people of United States and Kenya. The visit will strengthen our shared commitment to advance peace and security, expand our economic ties, and stand together in defense of democratic values. Democratic values, okay. The leaders will discuss ways to bolster our cooperation in areas including people-to-people ties, trade and investment, technological innovation, climate and clean energy, health and security. The visit will affirm our strategic partnership with Kenya and further the vision set forth at the US-Africa Leaders Summit. African leadership is essential to addressing global priorities. That is the statement from Press Secretary of US. So that is the statement from the Press Secretary of the US. That is what they've told us. But in this video, let us look at what we have not been told, because there is a political motive why William Ruto is attending this state visit. As we do this, ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching for the first time. Click the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you whenever we release a video like this. Share our videos and give this particular video a thumbs up if you can. And I'm not taking it for granted the support that you have rendered to this channel, all our supporters and all our subscribers. May God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to go straight to the hidden intention of this meeting. Remember, this meeting is coming against a backdrop of our courts stopping the implementation of Ruto Biden agenda. And one of them that is going to top the discussion is the Haiti mission. Remember, when William Ruto came up with the idea of taking 1,000 policemen to Haiti to help that Caribbean country in peacekeeping, it was not an initiative from William Ruto. It was an initiative from Joe Biden himself, and he corroborated these facts when he singled out William Ruto among other presidents in one of the UN summits.
We need more voices, more perspectives at the table. The United Nations must continue to preserve peace, prevent conflict, and alleviate human suffering. And we embrace nations stepping up to lead new ways and to seek new breakthroughs on hard issues. For example, on Haiti, the Caribbean communities facilitating the dialogue among Haitian society. I thank President Ruto of Kenya's, I thank him for his willingness to serve as the lead nation of a UN-backed security support mission. I call on the Security Council to authorize this mission now. The people of Haiti cannot wait much longer.
So it goes without saying that Joe Biden is the one who initiated this process. And with the arrogance and the pride of the US, they cannot understand how a Kenyan judge, a Kenyan magistrate can sit somewhere in a Kenyan court and give a verdict stopping their intention, stopping 1,000 soldiers to be ferried to Haiti. Because this is something that Joe Biden is not taking very easily. And so they are going to discuss this with William Ruto. William Ruto is going to indicate to him that most of his projects and agendas are being stopped by the courts. And this is why I'm telling you that he might be forced to carry along with him the president of the judiciary, Madam Martha Koome. Of late, you understand that William Ruto opened an all-out public war with our judges whom he called corrupt, and he accused some people he called unscrupulous Kenyans who are conniving with these judges to stop his agenda. And one of the agendas that has been stopped is the 1,000 policemen that are supposed to be ferried to Haiti. This is something that is going to top the list. And after this meeting, ways are going to be crafted to ensure that this mission is accomplished, because already Joe Biden has committed some millions of shillings towards this cause, and they cannot let it just go like this. They're going to discuss this, and you will see the aftermath and the result of this. Number two, you've already known by now that William Ruto was aided to become the president of Kenya. And I've said, and I will repeat, that is just a conduit, but we are being governed from the USA. He's taking everything that they want. Already you know that we have accepted LGBTQ through the back to the Supreme Court that is being headed by Martha Koome herself. Now, the other thing that is really going to be discussed here is the introduction of the GMO. This was taken to court, but our courts ruled that there's nothing wrong with it. And William Ruto decided that we are going to sell our state corporations. And one of the state corporations that was supposed to be sold is the Kenya Seed Corporation. And this has really elicited a lot of debate, because many feel that when we sell the Kenya Seed Corporation, it is going to be bought by an American company, and they have associated the rich billionaire Bill Gates company as the one that wants to buy our seed corporation, to ensure that now they start controlling our food industry, animal feed industry, so that the implementation of GMO is realized. But again, this was stopped by our courts. And this is why I'm telling you that when William Ruto is summoned to explain why their agenda that they agreed upon before he was elected is not being implemented, he's going to mention the courts. And this is why Madam Martha Koome is really needed. And if he's not going to be there physically, then William Ruto will communicate a strong message from White House to Madam Martha Koome. And they're going to transfer judges from one place to the other. They're going to recruit the pro-government judges that will rule in their favor, in the housing levy, in everything that they want on Haiti. They will want judges that dance to their tune, because this must be fast-tracked as soon as possible so that Bill Gates can take over. And I think this is something that by now is no longer a secret. It does not need any rocket science. The third thing that was not mentioned but they are going to discuss is the NADCO report. Remember, Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto never wanted to create a team, to talk in Bobas and discuss maybe peace. It was forced on them by the USA. That is why Delaware Senator came here, Chris Coons came here and forced them to ensure that there was a ceasefire. Raila called off the demonstrations, and Gachagua tried talking ill that there was nothing that was going to come out of it, but all the same, it was Kimani Chungwa, one of the people who had criticized this move, that was placed and appointed to head the government side, and Kalonzo the other side. Now, the other day, you remember when Olusegun Obasanjo came to the country, he revealed that he was also coming to check on the progress of the NADCO report, the National Dialogue Team. Together with this, I believe Joe Biden and Ruto might have discussed a possible exit of Raila Odinga from the local politics, because Raila is a thorn in the flesh to Ruto's government. Whenever Ruto tries doing something, a dossier has been released by Raila Odinga. Any corruption case, Raila is there. And Raila came up very strong. You know, when William Ruto crafted the plans to ensure that he was announced the president, he had thought that Raila was going to be politically annihilated, and he knew that it was the end of Raila Odinga. But Raila has metamorphosed, as always, into another political giant. When he started the recruitment drive, the ODM recruitment drive from Nyanza, Kisii, Nyamira, Western Coast, and all that, the government is scared, and they don't know how 2027 is going to look like. And this is something that I believe is going to be discussed. It is coming at a time when, because in the NADCO report, they are also talking about recruiting the new IEBC commissioners to replace the Chebukati team. And this is at the heart of the 2027 election, something that they're really looking at, because Joe Biden wants to ensure that William Ruto succeeds, because if William Ruto succeeds, when William Ruto succeeds, then their agenda will also succeed. So they are going to discuss Raila's AU mission. Perhaps it is one of the things that they had initiated. And many people feel that if it was the USA that initiated this, then Raila might actually succeed. William Ruto is going to discuss his commitment with the resources, because the policy demands that a president of that country, if you are vying as a AU chairman, then the president of that country must support you. As I had indicated earlier, William Ruto's relationship with the other African president is not very cordial, but he must do it as a president. And Raila, if Raila is serious that he wants to become AU chairman, is going to depend on his friends like Ramaphosa and Olusegun Obasanjo, and the network that he created as a prime minister and as the AU high representative on infrastructure. But William Ruto is going to discuss this so that they see how it is going to be, how he exits local politics, maybe as an AU chairman. All this, if he's not going to clinch that seat and he comes back, what will happen? So 2027 is going to be part and parcel of this. These are things that they are not telling us. And of course, you know that there is peace that William Ruto has always forced himself to create. For example, he wanted to go and negotiate for peace between the warring parties in Sudan, the North Sudan. But one of the parties has rejected William Ruto because they're saying William Ruto is not being neutral in this process. He's trying to create peace in one end, yet is creating enmity and controversy between Kenya and Congo, Kenya and Rwanda, Kenya and Uganda, and you wonder how he's gonna make this.